For the longest time, I thought that a mineral detector like this operated the same way as a diode did. Yeah, I just assumed that, and why we do experiments is to test our knowledge, and sometimes that knowledge is not correct. So today, I thought I would show you something that I have been working on for a very long time. I had connected these things to an oscilloscope, like this one back here, over a very long time, and the results I got were wrong, and at least I thought they were wrong. In the back of my head, I just kind of let it sit and simmer for a long time, and then finally I got this out and I decided to figure out what is going on. I did some research and I found out that my thinking, since I was young, has been wrong, that the mineral detector does not work exactly the same way as the diode. It has similar results, but does not work the same way. So here's how I demonstrated it to myself, and I thought I would show you how I found out where my thinking was wrong. Back here we have our oscilloscope, and it is connected directly right now to our signal generator, which is at 5,000 hertz and 3.3 sine wave output. And over here we can see that it's roughly symmetrical around the 0 point. It's a minimum of minus 1.64 volts and maximum of roughly 1.58 to 1.6 volts. So yeah, the top and bottom of the wave is roughly centered around the 0 point right there. Now, when we connect our diodes up, and what this diode will do is kind of short out one half of the wave, because it will conduct, and the other half it should not. And so what we have is we have the traditional waveform for a diode, and it's flattened out here, and it is still okay over here. On this side it's going to be a little bit shorter because of the resistance of the diode, and on this side it's going to be flattened out because of the lack of conducting on that wave. And yes, there's some leakage. We can see leakage there. Yeah, this is what I thought would happen when I connected it to the mineral, but it does not. And this is where my thinking was wrong. And this is, again, why we experiment, is to test ourselves and to make sure that our thinking is correct. Okay, so let's hook up the mineral detector and demonstrate that A, it does not work the same as the diode, but B, we can see how it gets roughly the same results. So here's our setup, and as you can see, we've got our piece of galena here. These are the two ground wires, one from the signal generator, one from the oscilloscope. Back here again is the signal generator, and it is connected to the oscilloscope. And what will happen is when we get a good connection here, we'll get a short through it, and it will either act as a short like a diode, or it will just be a short, and we'll be able to see that on the oscilloscope. Now, what I always thought would happen, and what I tried for a long time and I wasn't getting, was that the wave from a mineral detector is not the same as a wave from a diode. And that is because they have the same effect, but they do not have the same operation. They're not the same mechanism of getting there. My thinking was that, well, it's a point contact diode, right? And they kind of work the same as any other diode, and I'm going to get this nice wave like this with a flattened off bottom on it, and so on. But as we're going to see, spoiler alert, that doesn't happen. So, well, let's get to this. I have to hold this down. And so here we have a minimum of 1.64 volts, and here we have a maximum of about 1.6 volts. And let's do this connection, and we'll see what happens. Let's get us a good... Okay, so as you can see, our maximum is now 466 and minimum is minus 527. So we're not getting a flattened wave. What has happened is the wave is shifted. It's no longer the equal above and below the 0 point like it was. One was, this was minus 1.64 and this was minus 1.6, so roughly the same above and below the 0 point. Now what's happened is we're off by a lot. So the mineral acting as a detector does not create the same nice flattened bottom line on the curve. What it does is it just biases the whole curve in one direction. In this case, it's shifting it down more than it shifts it up. Now, this can't show it. I don't have a sensitive enough oscilloscope to see that, but you can see it in the voltage readings here and here, that we have a shifting. So they're no longer symmetrical above the 0 point. And this is how the mineral acts as a detector. It is biasing the whole wave one direction. Now, the diode is doing something similar. It's biasing it by flattening out the bottom part, by cutting off the bottom part. But this is biasing it by shifting the whole wave in one direction, either more positive or more negative. And yeah, that was kind of a surprise to me. But anyway, that's why we run experiments, is so we can see what's actually going on rather than just sticking with thinking. And in my case, my thinking was wrong. Okay, well, that was it. I hope you found this useful and interesting in your home DIY electronics and crystal radio experimentation.